Live. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful week as always. Happy Thursday. And I like to call today Thankful Thursday. Let's see. Okay, it had this little warning up saying some message and now it's gone. So not sure what that was. Anyway, so today we're actually just going to be continuing to reinforce how you get to be the master of your mind, the master of your thinking, how sometimes we might have this experience that our thoughts are in control. We might have this experience that our emotions are running us over. Um, and when we can allow ourselves to take a look at, oh my gosh, that thought had me feel this way, and I can change that thought, which has me change what I'm feeling, then you're able to realize, wow, this is something I can change easily. Now, of course, if there's something that's going on deeper levels, that's where it's important to make sure that you're getting support from a therapist or psychologist, or there's different hormonal things going on in our bodies where we need to look at those additional things. So I want to make sure that I emphasize that this is not the one thing that answers everything, but it's certainly some amazing tools. And that's why I come on here each and every day, because as I learned about my mindset and how I was programming myself in a very unhealthy way, I realized, oh my gosh, we can really be the master of our minds. We can really change this old pattern. And for me, it was bringing despair, it was bringing depression, it was bringing not good enough in so many different ways. And so that's why I come on here to work with you guys, because there's different things that come up for us. And if we allow ourselves to have this permission to talk about it instead of, oh, I can't talk about that, that's bad. It allows us to see that our thoughts are fine. Our thoughts are just a creation that we created. It doesn't have to be something that we are afraid of. It doesn't have to be something that we are judging and critiquing and hurting ourselves with. And so you guys have shared, and I want to let you know, I am so proud of you that you're sharing your thoughts and you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable and open, because you so deserve it, right? This is just stuff, it's a thought that you're creating. It doesn't deserve to be judged and shamed and guilted and looked down upon by yourself or anyone else. So it allows you to go, oh, okay, I was having that thought, and what do I need in that case? And so you'll notice that most of these thoughts that we've been talking about in regards to feeling not good enough or feeling discouraged, they are thoughts that put us down. They are thoughts that say something bad. They are thoughts that judge and criticize and harm. And so it can allow you to go, oh, well, no wonder I've been feeling that way. Anybody would feel bad. Anybody would feel down. Anyone would feel despair if somebody's telling them they're not good enough, if somebody's telling them that they're broken, if somebody's telling them negative, terrible things about themselves. And so it's important that we can allow ourselves, without judgment, to be able to go, oh, well, you know what? I guess when I look at that, that really is a criticizing, judgmental, abusive kind of behavior. Okay, so let me change that. So when we can look at something without judgment, then we're not feeling afraid. We're not feeling, oh my gosh, I can't talk about it. We're not thinking, what is that person going to think and say, and all this judgmental stuff. Instead, it's like, oh, look at what I was creating. I can create something new. So that's what I would like you to first take a look at right now, allowing yourself your greatness and realizing you're freaking awesome. Even if you've been creating these negative thoughts, you're creating. Like, like that's miraculous. You are a being that can create something out of nothing. That is totally cool. And so the more you allow yourself to go, oh, well, I can create. So I can create negative and make myself feel bad, and I can create positive and make myself feel good. I can create neutral and have myself feel relaxed. I can create peace. I can create love. I can create sadness. I can create grief. I can create, and you can allow yourself to realize All of these emotions are good. They're part of your ability to be able to create. That's flippin' amazing. So when you see how great you are and you allow that, you can be able to accept, wow, I've been creating these negative things and I didn't mean that. Now I can shift out of it and take on a new way and a new practice and a new understanding. I can take on these new tools and I can do it without judgment, without criticism, without going, oh man, I hate the way I did it in the past. I have to change it. Instead, it's an acceptance and allowing to be able to say, okay, I realized the way it was happening in the past that I was creating that. And now I can allow myself to do something different. You can take this on in a fun way. You can take this on in an exciting way, in an opportunity sort of way. So as you're taking it on, it's not with, oh gosh, I've got to do this. Ugh, I've been trying to figure this out and I just can't. I've been judging myself as though I'm broken and not good enough, and now I've got to fight it. I've got to get rid of it. What if instead you allowed yourself to take a look at these things that you've been going through? And let's take a look at them together. So Ed was saying, you know, I tell myself I'm not good enough because I procrastinate a lot. Well, what if that procrastination is happening because there's some other fears going on? Procrastination is often in our life to create an experience of safety. So it keeps us from doing something that we feel afraid of. So what if there's something that we can bring in that has me go, yeah, you know what, I can feel way safer. And so what if then, Ed, you're feeling safer and then there's no more resistance? Or what if there may be resistance because it's totally brand new? Like let's say you're riding the roller coaster for the first time and there's some danger. We can all fall out. It can break. It can fly off. You know, those things don't normally happen, but we know that they can. So there's precautions that we can take in reminding ourselves. We know it's been checked, especially the theme parks. We know they're checked every single day. We know that they're checked throughout the day. Okay, good. We know that they're in maintenance. I know that I'm going to do this anyway, so I don't have to stress. I'm just going to think about the fun. So whatever it is, you can allow yourself to bring safety. And if there's an extra action plan in your situation, then you can definitely take it on. Like taking on new things in life. I need to make sure that my business plan is intact. I need to make sure that my business license is intact. I need to make sure that I have the training that I need. I need to make sure that I can help this person or I need to refer them. Those kinds of things. That creates that safety. So whatever it was you were procrastinating about is gone. Or quite possibly you have something on your list that doesn't need to be there. You're making yourself believe you should do it. And you don't have to. You can take it off your list. And you can allow yourself the thought of, I don't have to do this. I can do it if I want to. Do I really want to? And if I'm not doing it, what's in my way? Instead of judgment, instead of shame, instead of guilt, because that will increase the procrastination, not decrease it. Okay, so then, and this was so funny, Catherine said, I'm not good enough isn't a thought. I'm great. And that's perfect. So there's times when the I'm not good enough can come up and we can just go, I am awesome. And you'll notice it begins to shift automatically. Sometimes it's just a quick thought bubble. You create that thought and it's like, no, I'm fine. I'm amazing. I'm wonderful. So as those of you who are watching, if you're thinking about any additional negative thoughts that come up, jot it down without guilt, without shame, just boop, there it is. I'm writing it down. Oh, look, I created that thought. Okay, what can I create differently? Okay, so Tanya says the thought that comes up for her, I'm not good enough because I'm too old and broken. And she said, LOL. Now, it's important to notice when we say stuff like this, oftentimes we're joking and oftentimes we're laughing about it. And that's the way to take the stress off. So we can take things and allow ourselves to make fun of it. Like, I'm old, whatever. I'm sure, my mom, who isn't here now, would certainly love to be my age. She only made it to 47, and I'm 44, but she'd love to have these years again, right? Or some people who are in their 90s would be like, I want to be 44. So we can change that perspective and we can allow it to be fun and not so serious. And we can take a look at that thought at the same time. We can allow ourselves to realize, if I'm thinking that I'm broken, if I'm thinking that I'm old, what might come up? So here's some examples. I can give you some examples of even my own. I'm old. I'm tired. I can't do this. I'm just so broken. There's not even any point to try. It's just too much. I'm just exhausted all the time. Oh gosh. I want you to notice as I'm going into that, I'm feeling more tired. I'm feeling like a drain on myself. So I suspect it's probably a drain on you too. So I don't even have to say it. I can just be like, mm. And already I've pulled out all of your energy. So it's important to notice when we're saying these things, because guess what? Today I am feeling tired. Today my body is in a lot of pain. Today my headache is just going at it. My neck is kicking. My back is just not in a good space. So all that stuff is going on. But instead, I'm thinking, okay, I'm so grateful that I am up. I'm so grateful that I can be walking. I'm so grateful that I'm able to get the things done. I'm so grateful that I'm able to be here for you today. I'm grateful that I can choose this higher energy during this time that I'm talking to you. I'm grateful that I can have fun, and I'm grateful and just allowing it to grow and filling myself up. And as I do, you might notice you're filling up too, because you're thinking on these wonderful things. You are allowing that greatness to fill you up. You are creating something new and fun just in these moments. Yay! Roo roo, roo roo. It's our own birthday. It's our own birthday, unless it is your birthday. Happy birthday. So it allows you to go, whoa, I can create something new and something fun. Even if, on one hand, I believe this truly, but yet I can come from this space and shift into the same experience in my life. I can still believe that I'm loved and wonderful and my body's taking care of me, and it's okay if it's got some pain. I'm going to give it the strength that it needs, and I'm going to help my posture by sitting up, and I'm going to give it the water it needs, and I'm going to take care of it and give it the extra antioxidants and extra anti-inflammation. Okay, cool. So it allows you, both truths could be existing at the same time, until you'll begin to notice, as you're focusing on, you know what, I'm doing great, I'm doing fine, and I'm taking care of myself. I'm doing the best I can with it, whatever age it is I'm at. And old is really just a concept. And so no matter what age I get, I realize I don't have to believe I'm old. No matter what dysfunction I might be dealing with, right? My brain's not quite functioning in the moment, so it's called a dysfunction. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. We call it like bad and wrong because it's not functioning properly. Well, we're going to have those days. Our health might not be to par. Our focus might not be to par. We might be kind of foggy minded. So giving yourself permission and space to allow that. And the reason I mentioned that, let me go back to what it was that you guys were sharing um, with Zelda and Tony and Lily. You guys are experiencing a lot of pain. And so at times, and Tanya, we can tell ourselves we're old, and we can tell ourselves we're broken, and we can tell ourselves we're not good enough. And we can compare ourselves to our younger, pain-free versions. Or, and by the way, when you do that, notice the pain. Notice the tension, notice the tightness. When I'm thinking those things, I feel more pressure in my head. I actually literally feel like I want to cry because it brings me back down into that heavy energy. I feel a tightness in my chest and in my stomach. I actually feel like a lot of tightness in my neck, which pulls into my traps and helps to hurt my neck even more. So I'd like to share with you in a moment how to release those things, because you don't need to hold on to them. So let's say you're in that thought, you're in that truth, because in that moment, if you're thinking it, it's true for you. I want you to take a deep breath and hold it for a second, and you'll feel it stretch away that tension you're holding in your chest. You'll feel it stretch away the tension that you have in your head, your neck. And if you have a headache, you may not want to hold it too long. but you'll still feel like you're getting more oxygen and more relief. I'd like you to bring up your shoulders and tense them, like squeeze, 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 and then bring them all the way down and release as you keep breathing. And pull down with your hands and your shoulders and your arms, your chest. It's almost like you're trying to, you're kind of trying to touch your shoulder blades together and you're pulling down at the same time. Keep breathing. And just focus on your breath. Releasing the muscle, relax everything. Do it again. Take a deep breath. As you breathe out, lower your shoulders a little bit more and you can stretch your neck. Because you may not realize it. You can relax. You can continue to do those things or just relax completely. And notice as you were doing that, you released any of those negative thoughts about yourself, any of those negative thoughts about your body. Instead, you're practicing self-care. Instead, you're practicing breathing deeply. And you might even notice, like Liza was saying, she's like, I'm drawing a blank. When you're in that space, it's like you're clearing your mind of those negative things. And you're allowing yourself to bring in those beautiful things. Hey there, Melissa Lynn. So good to see you, darling. And as you're bringing in that self-care and that ease and that calm, you're relaxing out the tension that you created from those negative thoughts. But when we're not aware of it, all of a sudden we become like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? And instead of thinking that judgmental thought, ask yourself, what do I need? And breathe. Relax those muscles. Give yourself some water to drink or some good drink. Hopefully one that's free of sugars and artificials and things that could actually create more tension in your body. And not to judge. I have soda sometimes. I have juice sometimes. I just notice that when I do, my body doesn't really care for it as much. So notice what you're doing with your body. And you make it fun. You make it more exciting. And then lastly, to make your life more fun and exciting, always have something fun to do on your calendar. So for me, I keep a massage on my calendar. Even if it's going to be a couple months out, keep it on your calendar. Time that you're going to spend with friends or family, even if it's just on Zoom. Time you're going to have some fun and relaxation time. Two different things. Fun is where you're going to be laughing, woohoo, watching a movie, comedy, going out to the movies, going for a walk with a friend, going out to eat, whatever it is that you find fun. Reading a book could be fun for you. I used to find it fun. Now I don't have much time for it. And then time to relax. Two different things, because that fun stuff, you're not really relaxing so much. It's kind of relaxing, but you might feel like, oh my gosh, now I need some downtime. So always have something fun scheduled in your calendar so you're looking forward to it. Even if it's a nice, hot, or cool bath, whatever works for you, with a little bit of essential oils. I sell essential oils, but I always be careful with what you're using. Check in with your body. So giving yourself what you need, helping your mind to know you are a master of your mind. You are the creator of these thoughts, and along with these thoughts comes the emotion. Along with that thought and that emotion comes an experience in your body. Realize how flippin' great you are. Like you are totally a miracle. You are creating all these things out of nothing. But before now, you may have believed that it's just happening to you. But now you see you can change it and you can create something new. Even if that truth, I say quotes because for you, you believe it. Even if for now you believe that your body is broken, even if for now you believe that for any reason you're not good enough, allow yourself to ask the question, what if it's not true? What if I've been believing it's true, but what if it's not true? In that moment, it gives your mind a little bit of breather away from that truth to go, and immediately you'll start to feel better because these not good enough is totally self-abusive. Totally. Instead, we can ask ourselves, what do we need? What skill do we need? What new, fun, exciting thing do we need in our life? And then you're feeling totally amazing. You've got something to look forward to. And you remind yourself, if I'm living life this way and doing new things, I'm going to mess it up and I'm going to fail it because I don't know how to do it totally the first time. Like driving somewhere, you just go down a dead end. Okay, I turn around. No judgment needed. No, oh, that was stupid. Not at all. Okay, I didn't know. Now I know. Go in a different way. I didn't know about these negative thoughts, but now I'm creating myself and realizing I'm the master of my mind, and I'm strengthening it now, even as you're practicing this with me. And now you allow that greatness to be. So then you go, oh, this is what I was doing with that greatness. I'm shifting. And then allow yourself to set up these beautiful things that feel really good, these beautiful truths that sets you into fun and excitement. What if that's not true about me? What if this is true? What if I'm totally amazing? What if the body I have now, I am not allowing myself ever to compare it to my other way I used to live, the other way my body used to be, because that was my 20-year-old body, and this is my 40-year-old body. Or something could have happened in 1 year. For me, things happen every year, and it can feel very heavy if I'm not careful. So my 43-year-old body, although it was still in a lot of pain, did not feel as much pain as my 44-year-old body does. So I will not be comparing. I have a fun little thing now. I go, okay, that's my 44. That's my 44. I'm in my 44. So it's like I kind of make fun of the new thing I notice. There I'm in 44. And so I kind of make light of it, but also see what I need to help the additional support that's needed. But I'm not comparing, because otherwise, if you compare, good morning, Sir Tony. If I continue to compare myself to what I was versus what I am, I'm not doing it in a helpful way. The only way that that could be helpful is to allow myself to realize, hey, I could do this. So I could still do a good part of it now. I don't have to tell myself I can't do any of it, right? I used to be able to run 5 miles. I now can walk a mile or 2 or 3, or sometimes 5. It depends on how things are doing. So I can still do that. That's a good comparison. Supporting yourself. I can still do that, just in a different way. I can still think, and I can still function, and I can still help people. Those are the good ways to compare. If you need to. You don't even need to. But if you're looking at it, you can. Taking a look at your life of the way you were and comparing it in a way to put your current and future self down, with me today, commit and make the promise that you will never allow that again, period. And do it with that same firmness, like a parent. I will not allow that. When that comes up, we are going to practice self-love. We are going to use that to practice self-care and remind ourselves what we can still do. And what's also helpful is taking a look at what other people you know or stories you have heard of people who can't. They would literally die to take what you have. And some of them are literally dying. So I say that not to have you feel bad or guilty or whatever, but I say that because when we look at someone else who's in a troubled space, we can see our blessings clearly. So it's just a tool to help you notice versus comparing yourself to what you're not. You can compare yourself to what you are and what you have and what you can do, and it brings you more joy and it enlightens you and it helps you to enlighten others. And as you're being grateful for that, you can pour into others who don't have that. It's okay. It's amazing that you can do this and you can do that and you can do this. It's okay that you can't do what I can do because I can't do what you can do. We're all beautiful roses, each one so beautiful in its own right. No need to compare. So thank you so much for being here with me today. Melissa Lynn says, good advice. Yes, 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 yes. Practice this advice. Make it your own because you deserve it. And speak into your life like authority as a parent. It makes a difference. And not a parent that you might be afraid of or a parent that's not kind, but a parent that you've seen that you see as a really good parent. A parent that you see really sets a child straight in a good, loving way and helps them get it and helps them feel, oh yeah, I've got this now. And just know these things take practice. It's not going to happen overnight wholly, but it will happen overnight as you continue to practice it. You'll feel better in an instant the moment you shift it. And allow yourself to get the support that you need. If you need additional support, call me. If you need additional support in other ways, call your other lifelines. And if you're not sure, we can review and then I can see who to refer you to. And I've got lots of referrals fitting different people. So get yourself the support that you need. Just like you love helping somebody else, let others help you get to where life gets to feel amazing. And you get to be that master and strengthening your mind and strengthening your life because you deserve it. Fill in that gap from where you say you are to where you want to be. And anytime you have any negative thinking and you feel like you need support, I want you to think of me and know that I can help you with that. You take care of you. Have a beautifully blessed day. Know that you're awesome. Stand into your life and speak into it, whether you're looking into Facebook Live, whether you're looking into your phone and looking at your selfie camera talking to yourself, or you're looking into a mirror. Speak life into this being. This being deserves it. Speak life into that being. Look into their beautiful eyes and let them know you're an amazing, amazing, beautiful creation with a powerful way to create with your mind and your emotions and your body. And I'm so proud of you that you're using it in a brand new way. Or maybe you've learned this before and you're just being reminded to practice it again. Practice, practice, practice. You get better and better and better. You take care of you, and I will see you tomorrow for Fun Friday. Ciao for now, guys. Mwah. Know that you're loved. Melissa, Lynn, Tony, so good to see you guys, by the way. Extra hugs. Bring it in all the way, all the way, all the way. And anybody watching the replay, that's for you too. And please do share this. If you think it's supportive, invite people. Make sure that they are somebody who will be a supportive crew, because that's what we're here for with the group. But invite them. So that way they get that support and they realize they don't have to live in this struggle that they may have been living in with their negative thinking and fear and anxiety and the things that they might be going through. They don't deserve it. They deserve this. Yay! Bye.